Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Game 4. And then there was one Lynn City tournament. There were 2 consolation games. The championship game, girls, won by St. Mary's over Classical. And now the championship boys game is the last one. So then there was one when we started with 4. Lynn Tech taking on St. Mary's. And I think if you talk to the Lynn Tech coaching staff, they would say, never thought we'd be here for this one. They were losing. Lynn Classical scored 2 in the first half. They actually scored 3. And one was disallowed, saying offside. So it was 2-0 at halftime. Lynn Tech had a free kick from about the 30-yard line. And it was Anthony Zavala. Kicked a high pop-up. Goaltender came out, took a big hop and went over the goaltender's head and went into the back of the net. And then with very little time left in the game, Classical scored the goal to tie it up. And they went into a shootout. The first shooter for Classical, the goaltender, who was Nixon Ochoa for Tech, made a huge save on the shot. It's extremely difficult to make the saves on that one-on-one because you got to guard that Grand Canyon, as I call it. He got a hand on it, blocked it, and that gave Tech an edge. And then when it came down to the final shot, you have 5 on each team. 9 players converted. The one stopped by the vocational goalie, Nixon Ochoa, made it the last shot of the shootout, could win the shootout. And the last shot was by the Lynn Tech goaltender, Nixon Ochoa. He came out of the net, and he took the last shot and knocked it home. And Tech wound up winning it 3-2 in the shootout, advancing to this championship final. So not many people would have thought that was going to happen. Even when it was 2-1, with time winding down, odds were tremendously in favor of Classical, just holding Tech off, and he couldn't do it. The ball got loose out in front, and Tech banged it home. I think it was Kelvin Perez, if I remember correctly, scored the goal to tie it. St. Mary's won their game 4-1 over Lynn English. They had a little bit of an easier time. This is St. Mary's in the blue, Tech in the white, as Tech heads it away. We got a whistle. There was a player knocked down way upfield. Now they're calling contact downfield. Tech will get the kick from their own 46-yard line. Tech keeping it in St. Mary's end. Would-be centering pass got blocked. Tech gets it back. They take the shot. Alvarez makes the save. Tech working it. He finally got loose for a shot. Efra Mendez was the one that took that shot. Not much to choose right now. Tech has had it in the St. Mary's end a little bit longer. They got the one shot on net. This one goes by everybody. Zavala tracks it down. Now St. Mary's knocks it back the other way. They tip it ahead. They center it, but it went too far. There was nobody coming down the far side. If they just pushed it slightly, they had a player coming down the middle. Eric Moreno, the head coach for Lynn Tech. Dan Garcia. The head guy. Trying to do the same thing that Patty Curran did. Dan Garcia got his first win in his first year coaching for St. Mary's. He's trying to get his first Lynn City Tournament Championship. That's what happened with Patty Curran, the girls' coach. She got both. She got her first 2 wins. She got her first tournament championship. And Mary's kicks that high over the net. Actually hit the crossbar behind the net. Little too much foot. The crowd has been pretty good today. Good to see. Nice they're out supporting the kids. Or I should say the young people, they're not kids. Tech broke it up. St. Mary's gets it back, takes it away. Well, back and forth we go. Off the foot of Tech into the St. Mary's bench area. St. Mary's missing an important piece of their sports family. Joe Farrell was the assistant AD to Jeff Newhall. He passed away. A huge loss. He was a great guy. Did an awful lot for St. Mary's, did an awful lot for the kids. Helped St. Mary's programs that have been very successful. St. Mary's has at least one state championship in 17 straight years. And they got a hand on that. Pop up, and that'll give Tech the free kick. So missed, and our thoughts and prayers go out to Joe Farrell's family. They lost a great guy. And there have been a few terrific people in the city. Bill Foglietta, who was an outstanding gentleman, did a great amount of work for the city, for the young people. He was involved for many years in the Babe Ruth baseball, and when Babe Ruth moved from Frazier Field to Breed, he was the guy that went down and put all the electrical stuff in, the scoreboards, the wiring, got everything up. So he was hustling to keep it in. 1-on-2 trying to get by. He can't. They got knocked out. Samir's going to wind up with a corner kick. Now, we mentioned in the consolation games, there was a shootout in opening day with Lynn Tech and Classical, and it's considered a tie. Like Tech now has a tie in that first game. They won the game, but for MIA state tournament purposes, it's a tie with Classical because the MIA doesn't adhere to ties except in the state tournament when you go to a shootout. But there had to be somebody going to the championship game. And in the consolation games, obviously there would be no shootout. It would be a tie because you don't have to move on playing in the consolation round. But if this game should end in a tie, there would be a shootout. Somebody has to take the trophy home. Can't cut it up, split it up, and give one to each team. I mentioned what a great job the goalie protected. They have two other goalies. Ochoa is a sophomore. They have Roma Basalto Lazama, who's a junior. Pedro Bamaca, who's been their goaltender for the last couple of years. They're waiting for approval. I don't know if they're waiting for a waiver or whatever. They're waiting for approval for one or both of those two players to be able to play. And they had to press Nixon Ochoa into service in the net as a sophomore. He did an outstanding job in the first game. That free kick got headed away. Now, St. Mary's knocks it deep. Tech knocks it back the other way. Sean Lavasser in goal for St. Mary's in all red. Talking about different uniforms, all red for St. Mary's. Virtually all orange for Lynn Tech. And I don't know if that hit Tech in the hand. They blew the whistle. And they're going to give St. Mary's a free kick from just inside the 35-yard line, right around the 33. Now they move it back to the 35, straight on. They pop it. They just got a head on it. They got another head on it. They got a foot on it. And they popped it wide right. and out of play. So the last one he got, he drilled it up over everything. This time he just tried to pooch it, keep it in play. They had a couple of chances, but they finally knocked it out of play. St. Mary's had a big football win. They beat a very good Swampscott team. 13-12. A barn burner. But in English, Tyler McDonald's first year as a coach won that game big over Lawrence. And the only setback was a very tough loss. Glasgow was virtually never in the game. North Attleboro was huge. Very talented. And they put over 500 yards of offense, and they scored the first 7 times they had the ball. And with the subs in the second half, it looked like they were going to make it 8 in a row. As they get down to the 16-yard line of Glasgow, but they turned it over. And that was really the only time that Glasgow stopped them, because the next time they got it, they took a knee with the clock running out, because the clock was running time in the second half with a big score. But North Attleboro was very, very good, very talented. And he did it. They could throw it, they could run it. Offensive, defensive lines were outstanding. Glasgow just ran into a freight train. But knowing Brian Vaughn the way I do, he'll have them back playing. St. Mary's knocks it down. They can't get control. Tech knocks it away. Tech knocks it deep, headed away. Headed back by Tech. Nice job by Alan DeLeon to keep it alive for Tech. I think it was Tarek Kimmich who finally broke it up. St. Mary's knocks it very deep. Takes a big bounce. And Tech will just knock it out of play. With the day becoming brighter, it's hard to read that scoreboard. To the far side, looking for the shot. It got blocked, and it blocked by the defense. Goaltender blocked it. Jacob DeLeon, I think, was the guy that made that play. What a tremendous play. Goaltender Ochoa made the save. It popped out in front. English sitting on the doorstep. All they had to do was tip it in. Goaltender was out to the near side. The ball got deflected to the far side. And there was DeLeon falling down, reaching out, getting a hand on it, or a piece of it, and knocking it away. And now with Zavala knocking it out. That's an ESPN highlight. That's an outstanding save. As we reach the halfway mark of this first half, scoreless. Tech takes it away. St. Mary's takes it back. Nice defense on the part of Woodworth. He's only a freshman. But what an outstanding save. First by Ochoa off the shot from Max Faust. And then it looked like automatic. It's going to be St. Mary's 1-0. Goaltender's out of the net. He's to the near post. The ball is over at the far post. And there's a St. Mary's player waiting to knock it in. And Jacob DeLeon made a play and a half to knock it out. They knock it deep. St. Mary's is there to collect. Knocked it by, but there's nobody there except white shirts. St. Mary's picks off the pass. Down the far side. And we got a trip. St. Mary's goes down, and they'll get a free kick from inside the 5-yard line from a tough angle. And just about 18 minutes left in this first half. Scoreless, St. Mary's and Tech will get a timeout. Back out of the timeout. Free kick coming for St. Mary's right about the 8-yard line, but a tough angle. It went too far, it goes out of bounds. It sailed right by the net, but it was high over everybody's head, and it went by everything and out of play. That was a tough left-footed kick. Tech took it away. And St. Mary's took it back but knocked it out. So it's been out. Take it to your end for a couple of minutes. You take it to my end for a couple of minutes. Tech has had the only really shot. Lavasser had to make a save on. Up and out for Alexander Pojoy. He's been a very good player for Tech over his 4 years. Be part of their success, helping them make the tournament. St. Mary's gets tripped up. Mauricio Marin, another freshman. They had a lot of young people playing. Tarek Kemick, another young sophomore, will take the kick. He's a big boy. Gets it to the net and knocked it in. Perfect kick from the 30-yard line. It went over Ochoa's head and into the net, and he gets knocked down by his players. He's had the first left foot kick. They put the ball in play. Tech came out, put the ball in play. St. Mary's was celebrating on the sideline. The official blew the whistle. Tech thought they had 3-on-1 going upfield with the ball. They put the ball quickly in play. And they said, I don't think so. Bring it back. They knocked Tarek Kemick down in the track area. His team celebrating. What a perfect kick. His first kick from the far side was too strong, went over everything, hit the crossbar, the football crossbar behind the net. His second one, left-footed, was a little bit of a pooch that popped up. They had a couple of chances and couldn't knock it home. And then this one, from the 30-yard line, he just put it right in the middle of the net, right over the head of the goaltender under the top crossbar, and you couldn't draw it up any better. He nailed it. Absolute perfect kick. St. Mary's trying to save it. It was almost going out. They kick it from one side to the other. Now they blow the whistle saying he was out. So people still buzzing about that kick. It was absolutely perfect. If it was a foot or 6 inches, it would have been out. Tech breaks it up. And Pozo does a nice job of knocking it off Max Faust. Zavala will put it in play. Hojoy knocks it high in the air. You're nervous when it goes up like that because if it's close, everybody's going to try and get a head on it. It skips past and goes out. Tech will get the throw in. Right at midfield. Tech again with it. I'm not sure why they blew the whistle. I thought the ball was still in play, but they're calling it, must have been out. Because they're giving St. Mary's a throw-in. Tech couldn't knock it deep. They had to knock it back. Zavala will boot it up. Bounces by. And it goes out. Tech trying to keep it alive off the foot of Bach Watwenna. Nice little move. Right back. It was Solis making that nice move. Then you get the return pass, and they're calling it off St. Mary's. High arcing pass just went out of bounds. I guess St. Mary's got a piece of it. I thought he just threw it out of bounds. But St. Mary's got a touch, and Zavala will get to do it again. Headed away by Kimmich, out of bounds. Zavala gets a third chance. Mary's knocks it deep, looking for a break. Kimmich has it taken away. Nice back checking by Sanchez. And St. Mary's knocks it high in the air, bouncing around. Tech gets a head on it. They get another head on it. They finally get control. Chacon looking to go get it. St. Mary's knocks it out. 10 minutes and counting. Corner kick coming from the near side. Looks like it's De Leon taking it. I have to say Alan De Leon because there's 3 of them. Actually, there's 4 of them. Loose. Lavasha quickly gets to the bouncing ball that's loose, and he'll kick it away. Now he just throws it away to one of his defenders. They finally break up. Santiago Gil Perez was going full tilt. Beat a couple of defenders, but they finally took it away. Now St. Mary's takes it away, and they got a break. Down the far side, looking to walk in. They try to throw it across. Then they had a shot, and they knocked it short of the net, behind the net. They probably should have taken the initial shot, because when they tried to pass it across, there was a defender there, or 2 defenders. They were lucky they got it back, and when they went to make the shot, they just didn't get it to the net. Missed to the short side. And that was Anthony Gomez, who had a big game in the opening round. Passed a little bit too far. Tech looking to come back. They tip it ahead. St. Mary's going to try to let it go out. And Tech is going to get called for knocking St. Mary's player down. They got a little upset. He was trying to keep the player away and let the ball go out of bounds. And it wound up with De Leon, Alan De Leon, bumping in to the St. Mary's player. They knock it deep, it gets by St. Mary's. a foot race. St. Mary's gets there first. Can't get around the defense. I don't know if that was Robles. I think it was Robles with the defense. Shot blocked. St. Mary's keeping it alive. Trying to kick it to the net. It goes over the net and out of play. Little too much foot. Tech will make a substitution. Pass broken up. St. Mary's gets it back. Broken up again. St. Mary's faked the long pass, but Tech took it away. St. Mary's takes it back. Tech takes it back. And it gets knocked out by St. Mary's. St. Mary's will let it go out of play. And Lavassa will get to kick it away. Knocked back by Tech. And St. Mary's will let it go out of play. Lavassa will get to put it in play again. Quickly to Kimmich. Up to Faust. Solis. Almost went down, got back up, but had it taken away by back winner. And it's going to go out of play. One nothing St. Mary's here in this championship Lynn City tournament final. A perfect free kick by Tarek Kimmich is the difference. Headed away. St. Mary's boots it deep. St. Mary's got knocked down. Two players went down. They let him play. Boost upfield. They'll let it go. Lavassa will come out and grab it. And Chacon, Tech. Lavassa was not happy. Chacon ran into him and bumped him, hoping, actually it was Pojoy, hoping he could knock it loose. So it was a Tech player that went down, and they're giving St. Mary's the free kick. The final 2 minutes, the clock kept down on the field by the official. From the 38-yard line. Can he do it again? There's a little togetherness out in front. Got a part of a foot on it, but couldn't do anything with it. That player is down on the sideline. He's out on the sideline being looked at. As they get it, got a head on it, tipped it, and went back to the net. And Lavassa picked it off. Collision. Two players go down. Tech player stays down. We're winding down this first half with St. Mary's winning 1-0. I should say leading 1-0. And the Tech player seems to be in difficult condition. It's nice to see the player getting up. Seems to be okay. We're happy for that. The kick is going to come from the 10-yard line from a tough angle from the far side. Can't be a lot of time left in this first half. Line drive. Knocked home. They snuck in and got it. Jacob DeLeon. The kick went right by everybody, sitting on the near post was Jacob DeLeon, and he banged it in, and he beat the buzzer because that's the end of the half. He knocked it in. St. Mary's is trying to say no goal, timeout. Tech is celebrating. They tied it up at 1 virtually at the end of the half. Almost no time, virtually no time left. They kicked it. They threw it across. And sitting at the near post was Jacob DeLeon. And he knocked it in, and just as he knocked it in, the official blew the whistle. So we started even, we end even. St. Mary's 1, Tech 1 at the end of one half. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to start the second half of this final game of this 2024 Lynn City Tournament. An unbelievable first half with the scoring. It was Tarek Kimmick from the 30-yard line hitting a picture-perfect free kick that sailed over the goaltender's head into the back of the net and gave St. Mary's a 1-0 lead. It looked like they're going to take that into the locker room. And at the very end, a Tech kid got knocked down. And from the 10-yard line, from a tough angle, they had a free kick. They kicked it. It went by everybody. And sitting on the doorstep, Jacob DeLeon, right, he was virtually leaning on the near post, on the near side. And as the ball came, he just one-timed it into the net. And as it went into the net, the official blew the whistle, and the half was over. The St. Mary's team came out and really questioned and said that should not be a goal. The game, the half was over, the time ran out, but they gave it to them. And it's a brand new game. Tech has been a very lucky team in this tournament. Coming back from 2-0, winning in a shootout against Classical, and scoring a very late goal at the end of the game to tie it, to get into the shootout. And now, instead of being down 1-0, they got a half left to see who can win the championship in regulation, because they gave him the goal and it tied it up virtually at the buzzer. Shot, Ochoa made the save. It was a hard shot, but right into his chest. He got a good look at that shot. And that was Aiden Martins, the young freshman, who drilled that shot. But he put it the only place the goaltender could make the save, because if it was a couple of feet left, couple of feet right, it would have been in the net. Instead, it was right into the chest area of Ochoa. And we're going to get Tech called. Sort of like roughing the passer. He was trying to get around the defense. The defense just kept leaning on him and bumping him. He couldn't make the pass, couldn't make the turn. So Kimmich will get the free kick. Line drives it right in to Tech. Now Tech knocks it upfield, hurrying to get there, and it gets knocked out. Hakeem Akandi knocked it out. Jose De Leon put it in play. And then they're saying it went off Akandi, but they're saying that before he kicked it, the ball was out. Jose De Leon drilled it off Akandi out, but the ball crossed the line before he kicked it. Now a break. Trying to center it, nobody there. And it goes out. Akandi will put it in play. Shot blocked. Bodies go down as he tried to get between two defenders. Tech kicks it deep. Knocked back by Woodworth. Akandi broke it up. Bodies go down. Kimmich headed away by Tech's defense and knocked deep and knocked deeper. Woodworth back there has it taken away, and then Woodworth trips up. Poche really hustled and just took it away from Woodworth, and then Woodworth looked like he was upset that it was taken away. He just went down and took the feet from under Poche. Poche will get the kick from inside the 20 from a tough angle. It's loose. Still loose. Tech player went down. And the Tech player is still down. Lavasha came out to catch that line shot. He bobbled it. It laid out. Nobody could get a foot on it. And it was banging out in front. And the Tech player went down, and he's still down. Young man's being helped off. I couldn't get his number because they've covered him up. Limp a little bit. So we hope he's going to be okay. You never want to see anybody get hurt. Akandi broke it up, breaks it up again. Kick to the far side. St. Mary's will collect. Tech takes it away. And they're going to call St. Mary's for a grab, a hold. Looks like they were dance partners. St. Mary's still unhappy about that last half second. It wasn't even a second. It was like a half second score by Tech to tie it up. So St. Mary's is trying to go 2-0 and make it a doubleheader sweep for the boys and the girls here in the tournament. Tech is trying to get their first win. They got the win against Classical to get here, but it's only a tie because the MIA doesn't recognize overtime during the season. So they're 0-0-1. Tech just broke it up. St. Mary's looking to push it. That might have been trouble for Tech. Shot from long range. Tech got a break there. Ochoa slipped and fell, and it bounced by him, but it was wide right. He was coming out to get it, and he just slipped and fell. And he was down on the turf when the ball went by him, and he just said, please go out and let that go by. And it did. That was almost another strange goal. We were waiting while the Tech players chased that ball that went out of play. And now Zavala will kick it in play. And they won't because I don't know how this happened, way upfield. The play was way downfield. Everybody was downfield. Now way upfield. There's a St. Mary's player down. I don't know if he just collapsed. Let's hope he's all right. There wasn't any play up here. There wasn't anybody up here. They all moved back up here, awaiting the kick. And I looked up, and here's the St. Mary's player down. Back to soccer. This is a crazy game. This is a non-contact sport, supposedly. They have no pads on. So you see people go up and bang heads and go after like that. I don't know how people don't get concussions or get seriously hurt. That ball is heavy. It's not a ping pong ball. And shot tipped by the defense, I think was Zavala got a piece. Joe will kick it away. So when that ball gets hit and it's up in the air, travels a long way, it comes down and you hit it with your head, I don't know how you don't wind up with a concussion or some kind of serious hurt. Tech breaks it up. Defenses for both teams have been playing well. There haven't been many opportunities for either team. Especially St. Mary's, they got that goal from the 30-yard line with a perfect kick. They were like right through the wickets. Taken away by Tech. Shot from long range. Lavasha right at the near post makes the save. That was by Effa Mendez. St. Mary's shot. Ochoa makes the save. That was targeted for inside the far post. So back and forth we go. The way these defenses are playing, we might be looking at another shootout. Candy broke it up. Still with it, walking in, scores the goal. What a great job. He had it, they knocked it out, he got it again. He got by 2 or 3 defenders. Just as he popped loose, he ripped it. Ochoa come out to try to knock down the angle, and it went under the top crossbar into inside the far post. And Hakeem Akandi gets St. Mary's their 1-goal lead back. Just finished 10 minutes in the second half. Perfectly placed shot, but he did an outstanding job getting loose to get that shot. He got bumped a couple of times by a couple of defenders. All of a sudden, he squeezed through, took the ball with him, and then just ripped it and knocked it in. So we had 3 pretty goals in this game. So Tech has to play catch-up again. I kind of got a head on it, knocked it back. Lavasser will come way out of the net and pick up the loose ball. And he throws it upfield. And Akandi knocks it deeper. Solis. They tip it ahead. Here he comes again. Solis trying to walk in. He knocks it in. Great pass from Mauricio Marin. And Ida Solis knocks it in. Great pass ahead. He was right in front of Ochoa. And it got knocked in behind him, and Ochoa was down. I don't know who ran into him. But what an outstanding pass from Marin. So one time we can pick up the assist. Ochoa was up. St. Mary's now has some breathing room. They had it. Marin picked it up, beat the defender, and just a little touch pass in front. Solis was there. And he just a little tip. So with just over 26 minutes left in this second half and in this long Lynn soccer tournament day, St. Mary's has opened up a 3-1 lead over Tech, and we got a timeout down the field. Out of the timeout, we got a whistle right away. And Tech will turn it over. And St. Mary's will get a free kick to his contact someplace. I get a little bit nervous. I'm looking across at the stands, and there's 3 very young kids running all over the stands. They're all by themselves. And I get nervous because those stands are slippery and they could fall and break their neck. Kick goes wide. And I just noticed somebody put the backup. The screen behind. It's not up on the right end. It wasn't up at all. I just happened to notice it's floating around. Somebody put up the net. Jack trying to come back. Blocked by St. Mary's. Bodies go down as the shot got blocked by Akandi. And it goes out. The Oliveira was looking for a corner kick for Tech. They're going to say it was off him. Only one. Down the far side, long shot. Too much foot. Drilled it high, wide, behind the net, out of play. Wasn't close. So it looked like Tech was leading a gifted life after getting a big break and getting the shootout and winning the shootout thanks to their goaltender, Nixon Ochoa. Now they come in here and they score a goal with virtually no time left on the clock to tie the game up at halftime. looked like they were going to be in pretty good shape. And all of a sudden, two pretty goals by St. Mary's has put them in a 2-goal hole. Here's just a two-handed push. They just knocked the player down. Oh, joy. Just said, maybe I can get away with this. I can get two hands in his back and knock him down. And, of course, he couldn't. Kimmich will take the kick. Gets it high. Tech knocks it back. Tech trying to keep it in, went up and wound up flat. Wound up sitting almost on the turf, on the track. And we got contact against Tech. Kimmich again. This is almost the spot going the other way that he knocked it in from to give St. Mary's that 1-goal lead early. And here's trying to walk in. They take the shot. It got blocked. Nice defense by Zavala. They knocked Marin down. Tech was the throw-in. St. Mary's breaks it up. Tech gets it back. St. Mary's takes it away. They knock it deep. Sliding and knocking it away defensively was Zavala. He's been playing very well defensively. Everybody trying to get ahead on it. They missed the last time. Tipped. Akandi breaks it up, takes it away. Still with it. Marin knocks it deep. St. Mary's collects. Solis from long range just booted it wide right. I guess it was some of the St. Mary's people that put the net up. They didn't put the net up now on the other end. The nets have been up all day, and I don't know why. Balls have been hitting out of sight. People have to chase them every which way. Marin battling. Can't knock it ahead. Picked off. That was a nice pick by Effa Mendez. Down the far side. Gets around. Trying to walk in. Still walking in. and scoring. What a great rush. Kept going, walked around everybody. Walked right in and knocked it past Ochoa. Down the far side, beat everybody, got into the end zone, made a couple of moves, got around, walked right in on top of Ochoa and just knocked it home. Anthony Gomez. That's his third in the tournament. He got 2 in the first game. He's got another one here. With another 4-1 lead. That's what they beat English by, 4-1. But what a tremendous rush. Just working down the left side, beat a couple of defenders, get in the end zone, beat another defender, walked right in, and Ochoa had no chance. Tech took it away, but they took it away by knocking the player down. Halfway through and counting the second half. It's been a long day here at Manning Field. Headed up, Tech knocking it back. Akandi couldn't get to it. Nice defense there by Woodworth. Akandi gets a foot on it. Popped high in the air. And looked like it was going to go up in the seats. Nice catch by the official. Nice slide and knockout. Tech will make a couple of substitutions. Seagulls have been flying all over the place. They've been landing up in the seats, trying to find something to eat. Oliveira battling, gets his foot on it, still battling, it's knocked away. There's knocks it deep. With a 3-goal lead now, they can more or less just play defense and try to keep Tech out of their end and away from getting a shot on Lavaza. Akandi will get to throw it in. Gives it to Kimmich. I'm not sure what the whistle is for. They're going to bring it back and give St. Mary's a kick. I didn't see anything there. The ball was upfield. They called something back inside the 25. St. Mary's knocks it deep. Tech knocks it back. Akandi makes a move, trying to get around the defense, throws it out in front. Shot goes over the net. Great rush by Martins. And it was Solis. Looking to get that shot. And he drilled it over the top crossbar out of play. And we got a Tech player down again. Trainer came out, but I didn't get his number. He was laid down. But he's walking back under his own steam, seems to be okay. Centering to Kimmich. Defensively was taken away by Mendez. The Oliveira has it. Akandi slides, knocks it out. Tech will get a corner kick. And we're going to St. Mary's player down. Away from the play. We can't go a minute or two without somebody laid out. He's getting up. And he's going to walk out under his own steam. That's Brandon Fondy. And he's running off. And that's half the battle, I think. I mean, I hate to see these players go down, get hurt. Nobody wants to have anybody get hurt. But most of the time, you wonder, when they're laying on the ground, it's like, are they ever going to be able to get up? This looks very serious. Then they get up and they run to the sideline. So you say it wasn't as bad as it looked. St. Mary's overran it, trying to get a break. They were trying to push it past the defense, and they forgot to get the ball. Kimmich tried a behind-the-back pass, but there was nobody there to pass it to. He threw it back. When he looked back, there was nobody there. Shot! Score! Pulled it away, drilled it from long distance, and knocked it in. And it's Solis with his second. A full goal second half by St. Mary's has virtually put this one away, as it's now 5-1. Solis with his second goal. I look, and Brandon Fondy is back in the game. From long range, that's one of the few shots they've got on net. They haven't got many. Lavassa made the easy save, hit right at him. And St. Mary's will bring it back upfield. Try to knock it deep. It got deflected. I don't know if they're going to call it off Tech or not. They are. St. Mary's will get the throw in. Fost will take it. Mac Fost. Fost is from Marblehead. Pop straight up in the air. The Oliver finally got a head on it. It skipped past the Oliveira, trying to get there. Akandi beat him to it. And Akandi brings it back. And Akandi gets tripped from behind and knocked down. Jason Ruiz. He just got a yellow card. So he's going to go to the bench. He was coming up, he reached across and just tripped Akandi, moving upfield. They put it in play to Akandi. Upfield, tipped ahead by Fondy. De Oliveira lost it out of bounds. So St. Mary's is going to make it a sweep. Boys and the girls are going to be 2024. Lynn soccer tournament, annual soccer tournament's been going on for a long time. Champions. Another couple of trophies to put in the trophy case down at St. Mary's. They have enough of them. Boy, they've had a state champion, at least one, in the last 17 years. And they got a shot again this year. They got a very good baseball team coming back with outstanding pitching. And they've got an outstanding basketball team that won 3 state championships in a row and went to the Final Four last year after losing 3 1,000-point scorers. They made it to the Final Four. With only one senior, they've got everybody back. And we got another player down. As we got 10 minutes and counting. St. Mary's got that picture perfect. Free kick from the 30-yard line by Tarek Kemick. Put it right over the goaltender in the back of the net for a 1-0 lead. Looked like it was going to carry into halftime. And Tech got a free kick. They knocked it to the net. And sitting right at the near post, the shot was coming from the far side. It went by everybody. And sitting right on the doorstep, Jacob DeLeon. All he had to do was just touch it. He was leaning on the near post. Just touched it and went in. At the very last play of the first half, made it 1-1. But now St. Mary's has broken it open with 4 in the second half. 2 of them by Ida Solis. And they getting the player up. Hopefully he's being helped to the sideline. I think that's Effa Mendez, if I caught the number right. Very long day here at Manning Field. 2 consolation games, 2 championship finals, and I don't know, but somebody told me there's a JV football game after this, so it would have to be either classical or English. I think he told me Swampscott St. Mary's JV was going to play here, but because of the 4 soccer games, as St. Mary's gets knocked down and the pass goes out of play. The Oliveira had to give it up. Akandi broke it up, knocking it to the net. Defense gets a piece. St. Mary's will put it where they want it at the Tech end of the field. Tech pops it straight up in the air, headed away. And we're going to get contact on that jump ball heads up. It'll go against St. Mary's. St. Mary's knocks it away. Bounces by. St. Mary's pushing it up. Walking in, still with it. Gets the shot off and got too much foot. Just hit that way up over everything out of play. That was Solis, I think, looking for a hat trick. Last 5 minutes could be a little bit longer when they shut the clock off because the officials probably stopped it a few times with all those people down and out. Fonzie got broken up. So he's got a lot of players that'll come back next year, but they lose some good ones. The goaltender, for one. Solis, Akandi, and Gomez. They only have a couple. They give it back to Lavassa. And St. Mary's boots it upfield. They just want to, they don't need any more goals. Just kick it away from Tech. Get it back upfield. Headed away nicely by Woodworth. He's played well defensively, as has Akandi. They'll give it back to Lavazza. And the scoreboard clock will be stopped with 5 minutes left, and the officials will take care of the rest. St. Mary's is going to go to 2-0. Tech will go to 0-1-1 as Tech gets taken down. No call. Young man looked up and said, "What about it? I got taken down." Popped up, headed away by Woodworth out in front. They tried a behind the back kick to get rid of it. So it's just a question now of when the official blows the whistle. Will it be 5-1? Headed just lately, and Lavassa makes the save easily. And he's just standing there waiting. They blow the whistle, so that was a very quick 5 minutes. St. Mary's goes to 2-0, and they make it a sweep with the boys and the girls. That perfect place kick by Tarek Kimmich, or Kimmich, I should say, made it 1-0. Tech got back into it with the free kick, and with Jacob DeLeon sitting right on the doorstep, he knocked it in. The very last play, the game was over when he knocked it in. Tied at 1 at halftime, gave a little momentum for Tech going into the locker room. But then a great rush by Hakeem McCandy, beat a couple of defenders, walked in, banged it home, made it 2-1. That was the deciding goal. And then a great rush, a deflection to Marin, nice little touch pass to Solis, breaking right down the middle, right out in front, a couple of feet away, tipped it in to make it 3-1. And then a tremendous rush by Anthony Gomez down the left side, beat a couple of defenders, got into the end zone, beat another defender, walked right in on the goaltender and knocked it home. And that made it 4-1. And then Solis again, from long range, picked it off and just drilled it inside the far corner to make it 5-1. And that was the final score. We'll wait for Dylan Driscoll, who is representing Jeff Newell here today, to pass out the trophies and find out who the MVP was. They'll pass out the winning trophy to St. Mary's. Tech miracle lasted through the first half with that goal that tied it at the end of the game. And then it ended in the second half when St. Mary's put 4 on the board.
We could turn our attention to the 50-yard line with the scores table. We have a couple of awards to give out.
Championship trophy will be given. MVP will be given. There is no runner-up trophy, so after shaking hands, Tech can just go to the locker room.
The MVP for 2024 Cincinnati tournament, number 31, Anthony Gomez.
Anthony Gomez, he got 2 in the first game. He got a goal here tonight. He's the MVP of the tournament. And the captains will accept the championship trophy. Sean Lavassa, the goaltender, grabs it and holds on and holds it up. And St. Mary's makes it a sweep. Both the boys and the girls win the 2024 Lynn City Soccer Tournament. And they'll come over and be congratulated by their fans up in the stands. So an outstanding tournament with the 4 Lynn schools. St. Mary's boys beat Tech. St. Mary's girls beat Classical. And they win the tournament. The girls did it for the 3rd straight year. And with a 4-goal second half, St. Mary's wins it here over Lynn Tech by a score of 5-1. St. Mary's will go to 2-0. Lynn Tech will drop to 0-1-1 on the season. And both teams will now get into it seriously as they get into league play. Tech in the Commonwealth Conference, St. Mary's in the Catholic League. But right now, St. Mary's can celebrate, and Coach Dan Garcia does what Patty Curran, the female coach of St. Mary's, she got her first 2 wins. She got her first Lynn City Soccer Tournament Championship, and now Dan Garcia can say the same thing. He's the new coach at St. Mary's. He wins his first 2 starts, and he wins his first Lynn City Soccer Tournament. So St. Mary's, with a 4-goal second half, wins it, this Lynn City Tournament, 2024 type, 5-1 over Tech. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.